Well, what's up, y'all? So, it's kind of just what we're doing today type thing. We did some brakes on my Tundra the other day. I had a little issue on my lines. It messed up. That's kind of getting off topic of what I'm doing today, but I might mess with that in a little bit. I had a brake line. When I was undoing it, broke the brake line. I put some fittings on it, but evidently the fittings weren't 100% right, but it was good enough to get it back home. Parts stores are closed at the time. It was later in the evening. So I got some more fittings, probably fix the brake line later. I think I'm gonna like the brakes. They seem to be working really well. But when I do match the brakes, that one line is leaking just a little, so it's hard to tell 100%. So we'll see what happens. Haven't got to drive it. But today, doing some paint work. So we got this done. Sorry, I'm thinking about something else. We got this ready for primer. So we're gonna get primer on this today. After we get primer on it, might move the truck either up here or go to the other garage and put the truck. I don't even care if it's on a lift. I just kind of want to get it in there and jack it up and take the wheel and stuff off, and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I did buy this today for what I got going on. So the brake line broke, so I bought some ends so I can recut and reflare and fix the brake lines on the Tundras. So hopefully that'll work. Get it done, back together. But anyway, let's get some primer on this. I got my, nope, not there. Got my cups set up right here, ready to put the primer in. I use those cups that takes the sleeves in them. So I'm going to mix some primer up. We're gonna shoot some primer on this thing and let it dry till tomorrow. So let's get to it. All right, it's dark in here, y'all. So anyway, it's not dark outside. We got this thing in primer. Got everything in primer. Let me turn this thing around. We already got a little floss trying to stick to it. Luckily, it's pretty well dry, but I want to make sure it cures good. There goes the hood that I painted. I want to make sure this thing cures well, and I'm gonna go back and scuff it because I know you can't really see, but all right. I'll show you when I run some sandpaper over it, but like I can feel a spot right there, you know. But anyway, I like to go back over it because this will have an orange peel in it, right? So I don't like to spray over this. So what I'll do is I'll let it cure real good, and then I'll go back and scuff it down and get it nice and smooth, get all the orange peel that I can out of this. Because the less orange peel you got in this, the less you'll have in your base, the less you'll have in your clear. So I just do that to eliminate as much orange peel as I can. Luckily it's white, so it's not going to really show you anyway for the most part. But that's just something I do. I did it on that blue hood. I'm going to do it on this, do it on everything. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. All right, y'all. So today is, what is today? Today's Tuesday. So looks like it's gonna rain out here today. Look out there behind me. So anyway, we're headed to the paint store. I've got paint for the tracker, which is what we're gonna finish today. We're gonna go back, and like I said a little earlier in the video, I'm gonna scuff all the primer down, and we're gonna spray the base and clear today. That's the plan anyway. So with that being said, I've already got the paint for the tracker. The reason I'm going to the paint store is I've got a fender that I got to paint. Two fenders and a bumper. I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but Preston sold his Focus. He actually bought a Type R. I need to get a video of the Type R. I need to see if he wants to get together and do a video of the Type R. But anyway, he sold the Focus and got a Type R. Well, the guy didn't want the carbon fenders that were on the Focus. Why the hell am I going? Okay, anyway. He did not want the carbon fenders that were on the Focus, so he took the fenders off the Focus, sold them, bought some factory fenders, and we're going to spray the fenders and the bumper because the guy's eventually going to take all the wrap off of the car. So we're going to spray the bumpers and the fenders and spray them white, put them on the car. So I got to go, I'm taking the fender down here to the paint store to have them match the paint because I got his old fenders, his old factory fenders, but they're beat up. That's one reason he put the carbon fenders on there, because with all the camber and stuff he had, it pushed the fenders out a little bit and messed the fenders up. So I got the old fender. I'm gonna take it down here and we'll have them match the paint, and then that way we will have the paint and hopefully get these things for him, get these things sprayed for him in this week. So stay with us, see where we get on this tractor today. The plan is to get home, get it completely scuffed up, get some base and clear on it. After we get the base and clear on it, I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the day. I say rest of the day, it's gonna take most of the day to do that, but yeah, so see what we get done today, see how this tractor turns out. I got confidence in it today. I feel pretty good. The only thing that bothers me is what humidity's in the air because of the rain that's coming in, but it is what it is. I've sprayed in worse. I've sprayed when it's raining outside. Just have to be careful, but it is what it is. Let's get to the paint store and get home. All right, well, got my sleeves rolled up because I was mowing a little bit today, but this thing is ready for some base coat. So I went in and sanded it down, sanded the primer down today, got it good for how I want it. Got it smooth, good to go. So we are going to start laying some base coat on this thing, and you'll get to see it with clear on it in this video, obviously. So it's today is Tuesday, so the plan is to get everything on it sprayed today, be good to go. So let's get to it. I'm gonna go do some weed eating right fast. I've done some mowing. My son's out there mowing now, so I'm gonna go do some weed eating and get it good for him, get it ready for him. I had to move a couple cars around, stuff like that, but let's go do some weed eating, and then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna lay some base on this thing. Might have a guy coming over today too to hang out. One of my buddies might be coming here in a little bit, so he can hang out with me and I'll make him spray this thing. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's get to it. Look, weed eater. I actually use an electric weed eater, y'all. Battery powered weed eater. You believe that? So anyway, it's almost 90 in here. It's about 96 in here today. So it is like almost 1 o'clock. It's like 12:45. I'll probably try to plan on start spraying this thing around 2:30. And now it'll get me done around 5 o'clock, hopefully, just depending on how everything goes. So let's get to it. So first thing we're gonna weed eat around are these peach trees. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm horrible about plants. I don't trim my plants like I should, this and that. So these things have kind of just grown crazy, but let me show you what I'm talking about. My peach trees are more like peach bushes. So I'm going here and weed eat all this out. Weed eating around Ashley's butterfly bush. And then finish weed eating that hill. I usually just mow it, but I was like, I'm gonna try to weed eat today, see how much longer it takes to do that. But I've just got from like right there where the green string is down to there. So that's all I got. The rest of it's mowed. So let's get to it. All right, I got my glasses on now, y'all, so I can see. But we got the base coat put on, right? So the base coat's on. We're just waiting for it to dry. It says 30 to 45 minutes. I'm probably gonna just wait an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Let it dry really good. And then we'll spray clear. We'll go ahead and spray the clear on it. Of course, I'll tack rag it down. Get any dust that's on it off, and go straight in the clear. So it's been probably, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. I cleaned my gun up, cleaned some stuff off, stuff like that. It's probably been 15 minutes or so. So got a little bit longer to wait. That's a calculator. I was trying to figure out what that was. And then we'll spray the clear. So see how it turns out. It is what it is. And sitting here waiting. So stay with it. You get to see the clear coat on this thing. All right, y'all. So didn't help. There you go. Let me turn this camera around. Definitely not the best finish I've had, but not too shabby. It's still wet. I did get some runs in it on this body line right here. I got some runs, a little bit of runs right there. So, but we'll get them fixed Other than that, it's in good shape. Looks to be anyway. Actually, I got a run right here. So I got 2 runs in I got to fix. Other than that, it's looking good. So let this thing sit overnight, dry up. Let it sit tomorrow while we're over at the other shop working tomorrow. And then we'll come over here tomorrow night and we'll fix these runs. See how it does and we'll fix the runs. It's a little hazy on this piece. I'll probably wet sand it and buff it. I'll probably wet sand the hood and buff it. I might wet sand the whole thing and buff it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what she thinks. Obviously, the more you do, the more it costs, right? So, what y'all think? I guess if I painted every day, I wouldn't run into the runs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't paint every day. Not every day. I mean, it's what we do, but I don't do it every day. There's things I could have done better on this one, probably, like looking back. But it is what it is. Live and learn. Do your best. And go from there. But we got quite a bit of paint jobs here coming up. We got this one, obviously. We got a couple more, like a hood and a roof, and got a whole one out there, things like that. Really appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And don't be scared to try stuff, y'all. That's how I learn most of the stuff that I do is just by trial and error. Yeah, I messed up a lot of stuff, I ain't even gonna lie. But at the same time, if you don't try, you're never gonna learn. So would you rather mess things up and learn, or be scared to try it and never learn? So it is what it is, y'all. But we'll have to clean up this grill area. I forgot to tape it off, but it is what it is. Well, what's up, y'all? Today is, what's today, Thursday?
I think.
Oh, it's Thursday. Woke up this morning, was playing on my phone a little bit this morning before I got up out of bed, and fire went out at the house. So we had to go somewhere today anyway. Good old Harbor Freight. We had to come here. I got to get some, I bought a new regulator for my spray gun to spray, and I don't like how it works. Fortunately, it worked very well for spraying that. I got food in my teeth. We just went to Bojangles. Luckily, it worked pretty decent for spraying that little geo tracker we sprayed. But when we were spraying fenders last night, for Preston, when I was spraying fenders last night with the primer gun that I have, I didn't like how the regulator worked at all. I don't feel like I can control it the way that I want to. So I'm gonna go back in here and get the ones that I'm used to, that I know it worked the way I want them to work. And yeah, do it that way. So let's go in here and get that. Don't know exactly what we're doing today. I wanna get Preston's fenders finished. I don't think he's working today. I do have confirmation that the power's back on at the house, so I can go over there and turn the compressor on and let him do that. So let him get them fenders prepped the rest of the way, and then I'll probably mess with the Geo some, trying to pull all the tape and everything off, get the lights back in, and I got a couple runs we're gonna get out, but I don't know what else. But look, it's dark out this way, so looks like rain again. It rained last night pretty bad. Luckily the primer went on pretty good, so it is what it is. You know how it is, moisture and paint. Let's get in here, then we get to go. This is what's cool about this place. Let me show you this. Look how dark it is out here though. So if you come here, you got Harbor Freight, and then, well shit, you can't see it. You got Dum Dum right here. Ah, see, he even turned around. You got Rural King over there. So if you come here, you got Harbor Freight and Rural King beside each other. Me personally, I like Hickory better. Hickory has a better selection, especially at Harbor Freight. Rural King's nicer than Hickory too, but they're a little bit apart to where here they're within walking distance. So let's go in here, get stuff done. This guy in this truck looked at me kind of weird when I got out filming. But let's go in here and get what we need and get out of here and get back to the house. All right, so it's actually next day. Today's Friday. It's Thursday when I filmed that first little bit of this video, but my
Didn't want to sit down, I guess because it's wet. Anyway, not really sure 100% what we're going to do today. I got to go to the bank this morning. I got to stop by the other shop and pay my dues for being there. I'll show you what I bought at Harbor Freight while I'm there. Some of the stuff I bought at Harbor Freight. I bought some sockets, and I bought some regulators so I could paint. And we painted some fenders and a bumper last night. Just been slack on the filming lately. I want to do better. Obviously, I say that a lot. I did get some birdseed. Went to Rural King, got some birdseed for me and Dad, and got some glass cleaners. So I'll explain the glass cleaner here in a little bit when I get back, because when I get back, I got to unwrap the Geo Tracker that we painted, and then I'm gonna finish unwrapping it and see what I need to do to it to finish it up so we can get it out of here next week. Got a car that's supposed to be showing up today. I had painted a hood for a guy, it didn't match well, so he's bringing it back. Just gonna bring the whole car back, and we're gonna pull the whole car in, spray the hood. It's got a metallic in it, like a bunch of flake and stuff, so I don't know if it'll ever match 100%, but it is what it is. You can't really panel match that stuff. You really need to blend it, but you know, you don't want to pay to blend it. So we're going to try it again and see what happens. It's got that coming. Oh. And then tomorrow, I don't know what time Preston, depends on if Preston's got to work, but we're supposed to be taking the Focus somewhere and dropping it off tomorrow. So it might be a late night tonight in the garage. We got to get Preston's car together. And, well, it's not Preston's car anymore, the Focus that he had. We got to get it put back together. And there's a couple of spots on the paint. There's one spot that I know that's got a sag in it. There's no runs in it that I saw. There's a couple little sags. I'm going to get those out. And get those out so that, yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. Head to the bank, head to the shop, and then head over here and get to work. So, be back in a minute.
All right, y'all. It's weird. I'm in a hoodie. It's not even that cold. I actually don't feel bad in here. It's just enough that I want to knock the chill off, right? Because I'm not really going to be running around or this or that. So, oh, it's a rag. It's Chris. So, what I want to work on today is we painted these last night. 2 fenders and a bumper. That's for Preston's car. Well, let me rephrase that. Not Preston's car anymore, but anyway, had to get them ready. That's a little. That'll come out. So anyway, I had to get these ready to go on the car that he sold, his Focus that he sold. Y'all know that car from my other videos. So we sprayed them yesterday, but while I'm here, if he does something dumb, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna untape this thing completely. What is he doing? This kid, I'm telling you, y'all. Y'all hear that? Look, he's just sitting. What is he doing? What is he doing? I'm gonna lock the door so he can't come in here. So anyway, we're gonna untape this thing. I'm gonna untape it completely, get it completely undone, and I got those little couple runs I want to get out of it. So we're gonna get the runs out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on this door, you see a little bit there. I say a little bit. It run pretty far down through there, and I got one right here on the fender, and I got one back here, which I've took some of it out already. I was working on it, and somebody showed up. So I got most of it out already. So finish that one, get that out. And I think we're going out to eat tonight. So I don't know how long I'll be in here. I'm gonna move these fenders around so I don't trip over any of them. Get to work. I'm gonna throw some music on. I'm gonna get to work, get these done. I'll show you I'll show you as we get done. So you can always rewind it, look at the video, and see what they look like, and then you'll see what it looks like when it's done. All right. So I don't even remember where we left off, where the video was. This is next day. Today's Friday. Shaved, as you can see. Anyway, I'll show you what we're messing with today, and we'll finish up this little project we're on and call it good on this video. So I don't know what all we've done in this video, honestly. I don't remember. It's been through a couple of days, so it is what it is. But let me show you. Actually, I'll give you a little backstory. So we've been working on this car my neighbor's pressing. He had that little pink Focus on bags and stuff that has been on my site quite a bit, that we've worked on. It's been through a lot of changes and this and that. So anyway, he sold the car and he bought a Type R, which I've mentioned before. But the guy that bought the car didn't want the carbon fiber fenders on it, so he took the fenders off and got some other fenders, and we had to paint them, which actually I think that's in here, me talking about it. So anyway, last night we got everything somewhat put back together. Ain't got much left. Bumper's still laying here. This guy's in the way. He got the fenders put on the car yesterday, and the bumper's sitting here. The bumper's got, above where the Ford emblem goes, it's got a little sag in it. So we're going to get that out this morning is what we're going to do. We're going to get the sag out of it, finish it up. I got the runs and stuff out of that yesterday. I just got to wet sand it and buff it. So I say wet sand and buff. I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing where I had some runs in it. If you see on the video, you can see like back here, there's a little dull, or way back here, there's a dull spot. On the door, there's dull. And then about where Chris is on the front fender, there's some dull spots. And that's where I had to get the runs out of it. Oh, we got taillights in. Got some.
Would that not be hard to buff since they're that long?
Nah, it won't be hard. And then we'll have to spray the underneath because we got some white paint on it. We didn't get it taped up good, so we got to re-black out the underneath and things like that. But today is finish the bumper on this thing and get it put on when Preston gets here and get it loaded up on the trailer. Won't take long to get the bumper on. Won't take long to get it on the trailer. And then I think he said we got to take it's like an hour and a half away. So I don't know if the road trip will be on here or not, or if I'll even put it on, but it is what it is. But anyway, let's get this thing, get to work on this, get it sanded. I got the water on so I can wet sand it after I get the sag out of it. I use a razor blade to get runs and sags out and then wet sand them and buff them. So it's usually what I do to get them out. Other than that, though, I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out. So this is the bumper. It turned out really pretty good. That's no buffing, no nothing. That's just straight out. I mean, that's the same thing with this. Like I've not wet sanded or buffed on this other than I've done the razor blade thing on these dull spots right here. But, you know, straight out of the gun, straight out of the old Harbor Freight gun. If y'all don't believe me, I'll show you what I use. But bumper's good, fenders are good. Just got to get it put on. So this is, if I can show you this. You can't, there you see it, see the light, how it's got that thing. So I had to lay a bumper laying there. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I had the bumper laying on its back, and when it got thick here, it just run down a little bit and sagged. So we're gonna get that out, and when we get that out, we'll get the bumper put on. So I think he gets off. I think he gets off at like 1 o'clock today. So whenever he gets off today, he'll come over here. We'll pull. I'm not gonna go ahead and pull the car in without him here because I got one place on the fender I gotta fix before we put the bumper on. So we'll get it pulled in here, and yeah, who knows? We might even put the bumper on. I don't know though. See what happens. But see how far we get. Looky here. Even getting the wheels torqued down so we can get this thing put on the trailer and get it back out of here. But me personally, Sorry, Preston. I like the white better than the pink. I mean, it ain't your car now anyway, but it's all right. But I like the white better than the pink, my personal opinion. But yeah, got them done there.
Done.
Tore it down, good to go. We're gonna get this thing loaded on a trailer, and we're gonna head to we're going to South Carolina is where it's headed now. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this too. Look, gone. Remember that little sag it was there? Gone. So, oh, we're gonna get a cold start video.
Oh Lord.
Here we go. This thing's probably gonna blow the speaker out. So quiet. Alright, let's get this thing down there and get it loaded on the trailer. Alright, y'all wanna see some BS? We got this thing loaded. My back brakes were messed up so bad that I ended up having to take the e-brake cable off.
Thing's rattled out of the hanger. Hanger's still on there.
And now, look at this. Going down the road and damn exhaust falls off.
Well, did it come loose up here somewhere?
Yeah, it come off the muffler.
Oh, yeah, it rusted off.
Look, it rusted off the
Yep.
muffler. So, hopefully, we'll probably have to stop somewhere and get something to tie the exhaust up. Whatever, another day, right? Another day, another dollar. Something like that. Ain't that what Sammy says? Anyway, let's get this exhaust pulled out. How hot is this?
Hot.
It's probably hot. I mean, at least it's on my wheel speed sensor.
You,
All right, so let's get this out of here real fast. All right, y'all gonna get some talking head today now. So this is gonna be the end of this video, obviously. But let me tell you about our day yesterday. Today's actually Sunday, but yesterday was such a wash on everything, taking his car that I say a wash. I mean, we had a good time. So some days you just gotta laugh about it, right? So we got sweatshirts in here because we went out last night and Chris thought it was gonna get cold. I guess I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, it's Sunday. So yesterday was taking Preston's old Focus to the new owner that had already paid for it, and we got everything on, got it. We left here, and if y'all know, I fought my brakes on my Tundra. So I got up to the store to get gas. I noticed my back brakes were like really hot. So I was like, what the crap? Then I found out my e-brake cable was sticking on one side and causing my brakes to get hot. So drove a little bit, checked them again. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to unhook the e-brake cable so it's not even trying to pull on. So I unhooked the e-brake cable from the brake drums. And I've done that. About, I don't know, a couple minutes up the road, 10 minutes up the road, Preston's like, man, your exhaust looks like it's hanging really low or hanging out to the side too far. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Sure enough, man, we start hearing ding, 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 ring, ding, ding, whatever, however you're going to do it. Anyway, the exhaust broke. I don't know if I got pictures, but if I do, I'll send it to you. Or I'll send it to you. I'll put it on here, but it broke at the muffler. Luckily, the muffler stayed on. It broke after, and the hanger broke off. Granted, I've had the truck for like 12 or 13 years, and, you know, I've never put exhaust on it. I don't know how long the exhaust's been on there. Whatever. You know, the truck has got some rust on it, too. So, that happened. So, we yanked it off, threw it in the bed of the truck, and took off. Went all the way down to South Carolina, dropped the car off, done great. All the way back, done great. Got home, went to put a fuel pump in this thing because I thought that's what was wrong with it. Put a fuel pump in it, hit the switch before I put fuel in it. Nothing. Wouldn't come on. Come to find out it wasn't even the pump. The switch went bad. I already threw the pump in the dumpster. Gone. It's buried. So whatever. So there's a good pump in a dumpster somewhere. But it is what it is. We might climb up there and see if we can see it from the top. Because if we can see it from the top, we might get it back out. Because I know the pump should be good because the switch went bad. So figured out the pump work. Poured 5 gallons of E back in it. And I hear it. And I'm like, oh no, what's going on? One of my fittings was leaking. Now, mind you, I also had to fix a hose. Because whenever I went to take the thing off, I found a hose that had a little leak in it. So I crimped the hose off with my crimper so I could pull the fittings off, and when I did, the hose started leaking. And of course I drain out as much fuel as I can. So I was like, well, the hose got a hole in it. So I fixed the hose, put everything together, poured the fuel in it, found out I had a leak. Right? So I had to get the car on lift real fast, raise it back up. Look, I had a pan underneath of it to keep the fuel off the floor. So raised it back up, got my junk under there. I got a drain on mine, so I drained it again, poured it apart, put the fitting on, fixed it. Right? It was fine. I left the shop, come over here, and when I left, it done that crap where it was trying to break up again or whatever, and I thought, well, maybe it's just cause blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, the switch that I wired it to ended up being a bad switch as well, and it wasn't cut off, so I had to go in. Luckily I had a couple switches, and I thought that switch I wired it to was bad, but I just wanted to see if it would run right. So anyway, I got over here, put it in it, grabbed a couple switches, and we went out last night. So I took a guy for a ride in it last night, and I'll show you this in a minute, but I took a guy for a ride in it last night. He's a good friend of mine. I just kind of wanted him to kind of see what he thought and where he gauged it at, because you get all kinds of different answers and seat of the pants feel and this and that. And I know it's not dyno numbers, but I like taking people for rides to see what they think about it, see what they think the horsepower is. Either way, is what it is. I took him for a ride, and a couple people that's riding this thing, they can tell you this car does not lay over. Like, you'll hit the limiter before it lays over. Well, I took Alex for a ride in it, and we done a 20 hit, and it just felt like it laid over. And he said that, and I said, I'll be honest with you, Alex, I don't think something's right. So we were sitting there for a little bit, hanging out, talking to some friends. And I was like, man, I'm gonna check my plugs. Pulled number 2 out, because number 2 and 5 is the ones that go bad. So number 2 looked great. It looked perfect. Pulled number 5 out, and the ground strap was looking like it was starting to go away some. So, and I say that, I got the plug in here. I don't know if I can get to it, but anyway, if I remember, I'll put a picture of here in it. But it had to eat about half of the ground strap, so obviously the car was not running correctly. But also, when I raised the hood, I saw this. We almost got another turbo last night. It started pulling my screen away. So we almost ate another turbo last night. So luckily I checked it, because we could have went and made another pull, and it could have sucked that thing in and destroyed my turbo. So yesterday was a day, for real. So put a plug in it, drove it home, and it acted kind of weird on the way home. I got onto it right here at the house from like 40 and rolled into it, and when it started making boost, it does fine at half throttle, but once you get on up and it starts making 15 to 18 pounds of boost, it starts trying to break up. Well, I was like, piss on it, I'm gonna check my voltage, because remember last time the alternator went out or whatever, and that's what caused it to do it. So I was like, well, we'll check it, right? So I come out here this morning, and I say this morning, it's like 11, it was like 11, 12 o'clock, whatever time it is. I don't even know what time it is. It's 12:30 now, but it was like 11:20 when I come out here or whatever. I drove it, pulled it out of the driveway here. I let it warm up a minute, pulled it out of the driveway, and I rolled in the second here. Man, it made like 18 pounds, no problem, nothing, blah, blah. Felt like it always does. And I was like, man, that's what it feels like. So drove it around a little bit, done the same thing. It started breaking up. So I kind of instantly had an idea what it was, and I'm going to show y'all what I found. It done so last time. It was the alternator. You could pull it out and you could make a good pull, and then all of a sudden it would drop. When I first started the car, it was charging over 13. Look at this. We went and made a pull, and it started dropping. And before this, we had seen some 12.1s, but that's a 12.6. Pulled up to a stop sign, plummets down in the 10s. So this thing's doing the same thing it did last time. This alternator has went bad again. This is sitting still, not revving, just sitting at a stop sign. Look, it goes up, but it still only goes up like 12.3. So what that is, 12.2. And then it drops again. right? And then we take off. But it is what it is. The alternator's going bad. So, Alex, I don't know if you watch my videos. If you are, there you go, man. That's what's going on with the car. That's why I didn't run right last night. That's why I told you it felt like something was wrong. You know, here's what it is. So, anyway, that'll be on the next one. As far as we'll put alternator on, see if it fixes it. I got alternator. It's a lifetime warranty, so we'll call and get another one. I'll call them tomorrow and get one on the way. Jerk this alternator off and get that one on the way and put one on it and see if it fixes the problem. But I'm like 100%, well, we'll say 98% sure that's what it is, because it's doing exactly what it did last time. So it is what it is. I appreciate you watching. I know the last 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 10 minutes, whatever this video is talking, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. We've had a good time. Yesterday was a rough but comical day. All you can do in those situations is laugh and go about your day, right? So it makes you mad. We broke down. I left here and I was driving it to the shop, which is a mile from here, and the car broke down, and then I had to have Ashley come pull me to the shop. So that was something else too. So left here and had to get pulled to the shop because it didn't make it a mile down the road. So literally the other shop's a mile down the road. So it is what it is. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Once again, we are growing. We've grown subscribers. I'm not sure how many. If you do subscribe to this channel, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. If you watch it, I appreciate it. Oh, something else. If you were the gentleman that was down on I-85 the other day, Saturday, that was awesome, man. That made me feel good. Holding your phone out the window, showing that you follow me. I think it was an Instagram post that you showed. That's what it kind of looked like. But man, if you're watching this, dude, hey man, I appreciate that, dude. That actually that was a big highlight of the day, man. That was kind of cool. We don't get that a lot. We do get it some. So to have one of our subscribers drive by us and be like, hey man, hey, how you doing? I rolled the window down, man, waved, said, hey, made my day. Hope it made your day. But it was awesome, man. So I appreciate that if you're watching. So we'll see y'all on the next one.